April has been an exciting month full of thrilling racing. We've arrived at the end of the road to the Kentucky Derby with the conclusion of the Championship Series races. And now we can really step back and take a look at who has made it into the Kentucky Derby 149 starting gate. Welcome to the final episode of the Road to the Kentucky Derby video series presented by Woodford Reserve. My name is Tanya Abelin, coming to you from Matt Wynn's Steakhouse here at Churchill Downs. We're only a few weeks away from the running of the 149th Kentucky Derby. Action is starting to pick up here at Churchill Downs as contenders are welcomed back to our barns. And at the track, we're getting ready for the most exciting 2 minutes in sports. Let's take a quick look back at the highlights and some of the bigger storylines that have occurred recently on the road to the Kentucky Derby.
And they're off in the Curlin, Florida Derby.
Following his win in the Fountain of Youth, Forte continued his dominant run to the Kentucky Derby with a come-from-behind victory in the Florida Derby.
Forte better hurry up! Final 16th of a mile. Forte starts to gather in the top horses. Here comes Forte. This is going to be very close, but the champion prevails. Forte wins.
Similarly, Practical Move finished with his third prep race win after taking the Santa Anita Derby that came down to the wire.
Practical Move. Here's Mandarin Hero surging. Practical Move, Mandarin Hero. Practical Move has won.
Angel of Empire returned after the Risen Star to win the Arkansas Derby at Oaklawn Park.
Angel of Empire wins the Arkansas Derby and wins it clear.
Two Japanese horses have punched their tickets to the Derby starting gate. Derma Sotogake earned his points by winning the UAE Derby.
Derma Sotogake winning it easily here by 5 or 6 lengths under the wire.
Continuar accepted the Japan Road to the Derby invitation after his win in the Catalia Stakes and a third-place finish in the UAE Derby. Longshot Lord Miles had a surprising upset in the Wood Memorial. He started the race with 59-1 odds, and he won in a stunning 3-horse battle to the wire.
Lord Miles up on the outside! They're coming down to the finish! Hit show! Lord Miles! Hit show! Lord Miles! Lord Miles!
The top 20 are locked in from Derby favorite Forte to Japan Road to Derby invite Continuar. Don't forget to keep an eye on the next 4 horses outside the top 20. Depending on late scratches, one of those horses on the bubble could look to become another long shot winner like Rich Strike. We'll know the final field and post positions during the live draw on May 2nd. You can hear insider updates on the Derby horses by tuning into our Inside the Kentucky Derby podcast. They'll include previews of the Derby and interviews with key figures around the Kentucky Derby in the lead up to the race. Be sure to tune into our live morning work show to hear our racing insiders provide you with expert analysis and insights as we gear up to the Kentucky Derby. Plus, we make it easy to get all the latest Road to the Kentucky Derby news. Visit KentuckyDerby.com to subscribe to our Derby Insider newsletter. Download the Churchill Downs app to be the first to hear about Derby updates. And follow us on all of our social platforms for all things Derby, from contender news to party planning and more. That'll do it for our Road to the Kentucky Derby coverage. We look forward to seeing the contenders in the starting gate on May 6th for the 149th running of the Kentucky Derby.